Humans, by nature, are social animals, and our interactions are of significant importance. These interactions form the basis of our relationships in terms of families, friends, and fundamentally our state of mental well-being. When deprived of this communication, it can be easy for us to feel alone and isolated. In terms of the recent and drastic advancements of today's technology, the way that we communicate has evolved. There is no denying that our lives have become extremely dependent on the array of devices that we use, whether it be mobile phones, tablets, or computers. We use these devices to explore, research, navigate, organise, but most importantly, communicate. This communication derives from the constant connectivity achieved through the social media outlets we all know and love. But how well will a young addict cope if we were to take their beloved social networks away from them for 1 week? I sat down with Bryony to have a quick chat to her before she embarks on a week of disconnection. Okay, so let's get into the thick of things. Firstly, since you're an extensive social media user, why did you agree to take part in this 1 week ban?
I think it was to prove to my close friends at college that I could go without social media for a week. I think that was the main thing, to tell them, well, it was for myself, to show myself that I could do it, and to show the people around me that I could.
So how many hours do you think you spend on social media a day?
Probably about, including YouTube, so 3 to 4 hours, I would think.
Alright, so are you ready to begin your 1 week of disconnection?
I'm a little scared. I'm deleting them all off my phone, all of the apps, so that I'm not tempted to, because I think that I could end up cracking or breaking or whatever. So yes, I'm really excited, because I'm really excited to prove everyone wrong and prove myself wrong and all of that, but I'm scared.
Kelly, who is currently completing her Masters in Psychology, sat down with me to give me more of an insight into what social media addiction really is.
Well, social media addiction is basically the inability to separate oneself from social media, so things like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, that sort of thing, and then to a point where it actually interferes in someone's day-to-day life.
What are some effects of withdrawal that someone might experience if they're looking to giving up an addiction?
Well, just because people generally rely on it for social contact, if they stop using it, they might actually feel more lonely, they might feel more isolated. And that's actually symptoms for depression and things like that. They also might experience some social anxiety, because they might actually have to go out there and do things in a more social domain, face to face, and that might not be something they're ready for.
Hello, so it's the end of day 1 on day 2. It's halfway through day 3. And after day 4, day 5. Well, it's the end of day 6, and had a really good sleep. Found that I was making more contact with people one-on-one. I seem to be getting a little bit more work done, I think. Feel the need to delve into what had been happening. I've surprised myself how much I haven't relied on Facebook. It actually hasn't been as hard as I thought it would be. I'm sure I won't crack. I'm still going fine. It's been pretty easy.
So, Bryony, how was your week?
It was pretty easy. Overall, pretty easy. I didn't have any I didn't have any relapses. I didn't accidentally go back onto social media. Stayed well away from it for a week. I'm really excited to get back on it later tonight, but I don't think that it's a necessity. I think my Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat use will probably decrease after this week, because I know I can live without it.
Did you feel that you missed anything about not having social media?
Not really. The only thing I can think of is perhaps more Snapchat. I think I use Snapchat the most out of all of them. And it's kind of the way that I communicate the most with people, I feel, especially my closest friends. And I missed kind of getting updates on where they were and what they were doing through Snapchat.
Do you think you benefited in any way?
So I had a lot more time for activities like my running and sleep. I think I sacrifice a lot of sleep because I'm trolling on Facebook and